Pending before the committee is the Cruz amendment. Anyone wish to speak to that amendment?
Mr.
Senator
Chairman,
Coons?
if I could briefly. I want to thank Senator Cruz for both the spirit and substance of this amendment. I am going to encourage my colleagues to vote no on it so that we can move this bill out of committee. But we've really just begun negotiating what is the definition of a small independent inventor. And I think we've made real progress. Your core point with that example, which is that an independent inventor has a huge risk of having their patent on a new device or object invalidated by PTAB, is one of the core issues here. The different standards, the repetitive challenges. But this amendment defines an independent inventor to have sales or income up to $26 million and to opt out of the PTAB. That is a high cap, which sweeps in a fairly broad range of sophisticated, profitable inventors. It's not quite the tinkering, under-resourced garage inventor that some of my colleagues on this side of the aisle have in mind. Senator, my challenge is, if I accept that, I lose folks who are committed to voting for it today. I would love to work with you to find a way to hit the right point to protect genuinely independent small inventors, because we share the goal of making it possible for the garage inventor to bring to scale a new technology without being killed in the PTAB.
Well, and I thank Senator Coons for that. I will say, as Senator Coons knows, that his team and my team have been working and negotiating and trying to find common ground, and I'm hopeful that after this markup, we'll continue those negotiations and get there. I will say, in terms of the threshold, initially going back and forth, Senator Coons' team had proposed a threshold down around $6 million. We proposed a threshold of $24 million, trying to sweep in. Among innovators and startups, those are still relatively low numbers compared to the Googles of the world and the giant companies that use the PTAB so effectively against the little guys. I'm hopeful we can continue that discussion, and maybe the threshold is somewhere between 6 and 24. But I think the objective of protecting small and independent inventors is a really important objective.
Thank you. I look forward to working with you on it. I do urge a no vote on this amendment at this time, and then I look forward to our conversations.
Chair Durbin.
On the pending Cruz amendment, Senator Tillis.
Senator Cruz, I think you're absolutely right. I do agree with Senator Coons. I'm going to vote against this amendment, but you've got my commitment. If we don't get to the spirit, we can, you are the attorneys, we can debate the details. But if we don't get to the spirit of what we're trying to accomplish here, to maybe tighten the net, you have my commitment that I won't support moving the bill until we do, if it gets out of committee.
There's no further discussion. Senator Cruz, would you like to call your amendment for a vote?
I would.
The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Whitehouse?
No.
Ms. Klobuchar?
No.
Mr. Coons?
No.
Mr. Blumenthal?
No.
Ms. Hirono? No. Mr. Booker?
No.
Mr. Padilla?
No.
Mr. Ossoff? Mr. Welch?
No.
Ms. Butler?
No.
Mr. Graham?
Yes.
Mr. Grassley?
Aye.
Mr. Cornyn?
No by proxy.
Mr. Lee?
Aye.
Mr. Cruz?
Aye.
Mr. Hawley?
Aye.
Mr. Cotton?
Aye by proxy.
Mr. Kennedy?
No by proxy.
Mr. Tillis?
No.
Mrs. Blackburn?
Aye by proxy.
Chair Durbin?
No.
Chair Durbin, on this vote, the ayes are 6, the nays are 14, with 1 pass vote.
Mr. Chairman, before the co-sponsor leaves, can we have the final vote on the bill?